Hello and welcome to Train Sim World 3, where today we're back on the brand new Niddertalbahn that goes from Bad Vilbel to Stockheim. As you can see, we've got the DB 628 in front of us, actually coupled up two units together, so a little bit different, and we'll be going all the way. I say that as a 103 thunders through the station. That's very cool to see. See, we've got some wagons here and also another 628. So, as I was saying, we'll be going from Bad Vilbel, where we are at the moment, and we'll be heading all the way to Stockheim. So we're going to do the full length of the route, and hopefully you'll enjoy this one. If you do, why don't you hit that like button and also subscribe. So without further ado, let's get going. I'm intrigued to see what this the full length of the route. If you've not already seen my first look at this route, please do go check it out on the channel. I am thoroughly impressed with this. It's so nice to see that layer of the 103 from Lincoln Rheinstrecke also just thunder through then. Just really adds to this route. So really impressed so far. So as we take the junction off here, we're obviously very much, Niddertalbahn is very much a branch line, so you can see us deviating away from the main line. But the scenery looks just fantastic. I really am impressed with this. Having just this level of detail, care and attention that's been put into the route is really something quite special, and it's a really little fun route to drive. You're not going to get up to any sort of dizzy speeds. You can see we're just cruising along at 60. Oh no, don't want to be doing that. 60 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour? 60 kilometers an hour, should I say. Which is absolutely its top speed. You can see I've pressed the wrong button there. So let's just get back up to 60. So it's a very slow route. You get to enjoy the scenery, you take it in, and you can see that was absolutely the right thing to spend the time on this. Spend the time and effort to put this level of detail in, because when you go in this speed, it really does allow you to take everything in, and I love it, absolutely love it. So as I was saying, we are driving a two-car unit. I believe these are only used at peak times, so very much we are running this service at about 20 past 5 in the evening. In June as well, so you can see why it's so nice out. And you see there's quite a hell of a lot of stations that we'll be stopping at along the way before we get to Stockheim. So yeah, really nice little commuter route. And I'm not going to try and pronounce all of the stations because I don't want to butcher the pronunciation too much. But nonetheless, let's have a look at this fantastic BR628 and its mint livery. I think the mint white and mint is just really does fit this loco perfectly. Yeah. Also worth saying, these brakes, given that we're only going 60 kilometers an hour, we don't need to be doing any, we don't need to be starting to brake too far out, because the brakes are generally just that good. They are really strong. So bit of power here just to get us to the station, which should be coming up any second now. So we came down to 30 there for I'm not quite sure what reason, but hey, that's a reason why. Just keep it on minimum to try and hit our stop marker. There we go. These brakes are amazing, and we'll unlock. There we go. There's those doors opening. And you can see the passengers jumping off and flying into the air. This classic train symbol right there, sending people off to space every single time. So let's lock these doors. And release those brakes. And we can start to throttle up. Keep increasing the power. Let's use its, let's go full throttle. So 1.7 kilometers to the next station. Let's jump out of this cab and see if we can find ourselves a nice spot to watch it come past us. We'll plop ourselves just about there, I think. This looks nice. Just come back off the throttle there. So come up a bit. There goes the 2 units, and we're still speeding, so let's just try and bring that back under control. It's a lovely little route, you know, running along the back of people's gardens. This very much feels like a proper branch line, and I absolutely love it. It's been so well done. I have to commend the guys at Train Sim Germany. We saw a lot of pictures and screenshots released ahead of time, and even those they did look phenomenal. So it's nice to see it for myself, and actually, you know, you can definitely see that what they were showing is definitely true to life. So very, very cool. As we can see, there's another 628 here. So I guess they were waiting for us to clear this branch, or clear this bit of single track. There we go. Just, I think we're going to pull up quite nicely here. There we go, unlock those doors. And I bet if we jump out, we'll see this other 628 probably shortly depart, as we've now given it clearance. Well, now we've cleared this piece of track. I guess use the station as a bit of a passing loop. Amazing. We'll lock those doors. Let's come off the brakes, release the pressure, and then that's still hanging around. We're going to be departing before it. And there we go. So not far to our next station. Again, we'll head back up to 60 kilometers an hour. So as you can see, one of the collectibles are these broken level crossing signs that you can, you can't do it in the 8 camera, but you go up to it and you can repair it. That's very cool to hear. Tennis sounds in the background. I like that. That's a good bit of attention to detail right there. Just the little details like that. Amazing. So let's get ready to stop here. I think we were a little bit too eager on the brakes there, but never mind. I'll also just head back to this level crossing here. So as you can see, you've got this little box here which controls this level crossing. On occasions, the level crossing can fail, and it then will require you to head over and I believe actually manually operate or manually close the level of crossing, which is very cool, and that can happen in timetable mode. So yet to see it, but hopefully do, so we can show you what that is all about. There we go, and away we go. These timings are really quite tight, actually, considering. Just 2 minutes to get to 1.3 kilometers. It's also worth noting that this is the first German route to use semaphore signalling. So again, another new feature. Obviously this is set in 1992, so probably the earliest German route we've got in the game. So nice to see there's some different eras now coming to these German routes. Go. So next station coming up in just 500 meters. Got another crossing here. It's just very, very cool, all of this. The scenery is so beautifully done. Let's find our stopping point. There we go. Unlock those doors. Let's just jump out a second, and I want to see if we can show you perhaps this. I'm not sure if this will work, but because it's no, maybe not. No, perhaps it's not this one. I'm not sure which one's where you can do that. I've seen it in a video, so I know it's a real thing. Hopefully we'll get to see it. Right, let's lock those doors. And away we go. So 1.4 kilometers to go, and we'll be sticking to the 60 as ever. This 628 also layers onto Lincoln Rheinstrecke, so yeah, be sure to check out the upcoming video of this loco on that route, because I think that will be something very different on that route, which I can imagine would be yeah, really quite enjoyable to drive actually. So I look forward to taking that down the track, and obviously adds a little bit more variety to that route, which is always welcomed. Again, just making our way through these fields in the sort of the summer's evening. It just looks fantastic. How can you not praise this route? So you probably need to be braking here. So we get down to 40 kilometers an hour in time. There we go. I guess we've got a tight curve here coming up. We are slightly going downhill here. That's okay. As we head off to the left. This route also has, I think, 8 freight services. So again, nice little addition. Use the BR 365. Very similar to the 363 that you'd be familiar with on Dresda Teresa. Here we go, we'll just try and hit our stop point. Oh, helps if I press the right button. We just go full service here. Oh no, just about made that. Very different looking station. It's literally just a bit of dirt with a... Let's jump into this camera. You can see very sloped. I like it. There we go. Shut those doors ahead of time and release those brakes. As the pressure comes down, we can start I do like these little diesel units. They are very, very fun to drive. As we head into this tunnel. Just get our speed back under control. So we've got a little way here. We've got 2.5 kilometers to Vindecken. We'll be almost going back up to 60 as well, so yeah, just the countryside and the scenery is just so beautifully done. I know I keep saying this, but it is, it really is. Look at it, beautiful. And especially with this little BR628 as well on this route. I think this has to be certainly one of my favourite German routes, actually, it has to be said. Ooh, what was that in the background? Who knows? Let's quickly show you the map. So you can see we started off here down in Bad Vilbel. Made our way, well, we're currently here. This is oh, I can't remember what you call it now. Oh, Heldenbergen, and then finally we've got the run all the way up to Stockheim. So probably about halfway there. But you get the sense that we're heading into probably what is quite maybe a town, good sized town. We've certainly been through some villages along the way. We're just winding our way through the fields and the countryside. It's lovely. Certainly more routes like this would be very, very welcome. So I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this a route that's taking your fancy? Have you picked it up? Are you going to pick it up now you've had a chance to see what it's all about? Really interested to hear. I'm sure for our German players in the community, they very much are a fan of this route, I can imagine. It would be amazing to see a route of this quality come to the UK, because that would be, yeah, unreal. It would be really, really unreal. There's our station, just tucked away behind the bushes. We roll up to our stopping point. There we go, pretty spot on. I think we're getting used to these brakes now. TBC. What's the TBC all about? Is this a collectible? Let's go and check it out. Excuse me. No, that's a shame. There are some collectibles along the route. I don't think we've seen any yet other than the signs. Got some nice posters here. But we need to jump back in the cab. Shut the door, jump back in our seat, lock those doors. And release the brakes. And away we go. But just be mindful of speed, we'll be going into a 40 km/h zone soon. Chassis's back on the power now as we head over the bridge there. Okay, so I think we'll be probably coming to a stop at our next station. No, this is going to be quite a big station. So as you can see, the route is electrified. So hopefully we've got some different locos sat in the station there. Either like the 110 or the 103. It was very, very nice to see that the 103 come thundering through at the start of the this video. We can certainly see another 628, so I guess they are waiting for us to pull in so they can so we can clear this section of track for them, and they'll be allowed to head on. And you can see it's just starting to pull away. Let's find our stopping point. Lovely. We are starting to get a hang of these brakes. As you can see, the 628 going off into the distance there. Do we see any trains coming through this main station here? Sadly not, I don't think. Not unless one turns up in the next 30 seconds or so. Let's just check the map. We can't see one on there, so I don't think we will be seeing one. It's a shame. Let's get ready to lock the doors, but this looks fantastic. As we lock those doors, just get back in the cab and we can get going. So a little bit of a run to next one, which is Icon. I think that's probably how you pronounce it. Just under 4 kilometres. Come back off the power there as we head away from the main line once again. Just get our speed back under control here. I think this 628 is probably a loco that we will hopefully see again on quite a few more routes set in this sort of time period. I get the sense it was quite a common loco that was used across Germany. So it's nice to see that we've got a bit of a staple as well being created. We'll just let it coast down here. She will put the throttle on so we can get up to 60 kilometers an hour now. Feels like a very like a forest we're going through at the moment. Very woody. Obviously, stream or river to our left. And away we go. We're eating into those kilometres. Let's see where we are on the map now. So you can see we're probably about halfway. I think this section of the route doesn't have so many stations along the way, so you get to not so much of a stop-starter, so you do get to eat up those kilometres. I can't remember for the life of me the length of the route. I'm sure it won't be very big if we're only doing a top speed of 60 kilometers an hour. That's probably fair to say. It's a nice straight piece of track here. We're following along some, I guess, either telephone masts or some power cables, not sure which. It would be nice to see the 365 along the way as well. Hopefully we get to see that, fingers crossed. As we can see, field full of crops to our left. Definitely feels like a bit of the, we're coming into the golden hour now. See that on the beautiful mint livery, looks wonderful. Let's head up to the, let's head on up here. And we'll pop ourselves just about there, I think. As the 628 comes flying by. See the station just coming up ahead. Probably a little bit early. As I was hoping we'd be able to get to see the 365, and yeah, luckily we looks like we will be able to. Let's see if we can park next to it. Nicely does it, yeah. Let's unlock those doors. Look at that, beautiful. I think that's worth trying to get a shot. Just like that. I think that's the one. If you're watching this video, you know where I've got the shot from. That's absolutely wonderful to see the two next together. So you can see absolutely the 365. It's very similar to a 363, but it carries out the freight duties on this route. Let's lock the doors. And we are almost ready to go. Let's go. And we'll say goodbye to that 365. Shame there was no wagons behind it, but the freight on this route is about taking the crops that you very much see in the fields and we've driven past, and collecting them up and taking them to the mainline stations that we started off, have been through, and will end in, ready to be taken onwards. So it's about collecting them, bringing them together, and then taking them to those kind of sort of key stations. So 1.1 kilometers to go. And then after that we've not got too many more stations to go. It's good so far. This is far better than some of the recent releases that we've seen. It feels a lot more polished, a lot more thoroughly tested. Yeah, big kudos. Oh, let's hit the right button. Let's try and hit our stop marker nicely as well. Still got a little way to go, so we'll take the power off, that always helps. We'll bring it in nicely. Still a little way to edge up the station, but that's fine. We'll stop a little bit short. And as those doors open, we'll be clipping. Let's get into the other camera, get a better view of it. We'll plonk ourselves down here so we can watch the 628 leave the station. We're waiting here. We'll start locking those doors. Pressure's come down. Let's start to pull away. And let's give it full throttle, and we'll give you some bit of the horn action as well. Very squeaky horn. And we get back to cruising at a mighty 60 kilometers an hour. See, this just feels so right, running alongside a you know, a bit of a provincial road like that. So next station will be Altenstadt. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, in 1.4 kilometers. Keep the speed up. As we start to go around this bend here. Station should be just ahead of us. See those German semaphore signals? Stop applying the brakes gently as we roll into the station here. Just release off so we can edge our way up to the end of the platform here, as we've got another 6 to 8 just coming into the station. Very cool to see. Also another 4-car unit. Amazing. It's nice to see a very busy station like this, and passengers heading up to space, as we all know and love with Train Sim World. Let's see. That's a little bit of a boo-boo there. They've obviously not taken account for an 8-car unit stopping point, so that needs to be much further up, not hanging off the edge like it is at the moment. Tut tut tut. So that's the first thing that's I've seen on this route, as it's not quite right, but hey, if that's the only thing, then I can't really complain too much. I've also I'm not sure. I think you can, yeah. So you can lower the lamp itself. There you go, and then you can replenish it, top it up, and then we can send it back on the way. You see it raising back up. Nice little cool feature. Thought it'd be worth showing you that. And you see it back up the top there. Very cool. Just little features like that that really show the care and attention that's been given on this route. It's obviously, you know, it's very much, you can see, is a passion project. So yeah, full respect, because it's fantastic. Right, it's almost ready to go. So you can see we are not far away at all now from Stockheim. You can definitely tell the sun is starting to set. Stuttering hasn't been too bad on this route so far, which is nice to see. We've not experienced too many stutters on this run. I will also point out the HUD here. One of the changes that they've made is the, I guess, accelerometer, so you can more clearly see whether you're accelerating or decelerating, which is so much better than what has been in Train Sim World for so long. So that is a massive improvement in its own right. So you can clearly see we're starting to lose a bit of speed because we're getting a bit of the bar there. But equally, if I ramp up the power, you'll see that it's quite clearly that blue bar is showing that we're accelerating. So it's nice to see something a little bit, something a little bit more obvious, and probably a little bit easier to keep in the middle. It's just the little things like that that make the difference. So Lindheim, just 700 meters. We'll come off the power now. As we come around the corner, I suspect the station will come into view. See it just up ahead. Feels like a nice village we're heading into. There we go, we just about made it down perfectly. Very nice. See the level crossings working. Very nice to see period correct cars as well included. We'll stand here and watch this depart very shortly. Oh, you just made it on in time. I'm afraid we need to be departing. You've just missed it. And there we go. the white and mint livery is fantastic. Sorry guys, you've missed this one. Glauberg next in 2.5 kilometers. It's so easy to speed on this one. Just take your eye off it for a second, and yeah, next thing you know, you're doing over 60. So this is our penultimate station before we head into Stockheim. It's been a really enjoyable drive this has. I don't know, hopefully you've enjoyed it as well, and you can see that yeah, it's a fantastic route, and love to see more, you know, routes of this quality in Train Sim World, that's for sure. Hopefully we will start to see some more routes like this, certainly from third-party developers as well. Just nice cruising along at about 50, 56, 57, 58, something like that. As we head through these fields, full of crop still. So, Glauberg coming up in just a 800 meters, so just a second. Feels like we're coming into a village ahead. Nice to see some hay bales stacked to our left. Just little touches like that. Brilliant. Utterly brilliant. We'll come off the power here. See the station just up ahead. Okay, we should. There we go. We'll unlock those doors. See, because we stopped a little short there, we are actually hanging off the edge there. We'll ignore that. If we'd pulled up a little bit further, we probably could have just about got on, I think. No, we've got a little bit of time here, so no need to rush our departure. Nice little village. Let's start locking those doors, and we'll start coming up, releasing the brake pressure. And we can set off. Away we go. So our final station will be Stockheim. That's just 1.8 kilometers. Feels like this has been the perfect length route for this type of route. A lot of stations along the way. Got to see some really quite interesting things, especially the beautiful scenery. So you can definitely tell we're coming into a town now. This is very much feels a lot bigger than some of those village stations that we've stopped at. And we'll be heading down to just 40 kilometers an hour very shortly. Not seen. The only thing I would say is we're not seeing any signal boards for the 40, which is a shame. Surely we'd see some signal boards perhaps, or you just rely on route knowledge, I don't know. Or are these? I keep seeing these Fs. Is that? No, I don't think so. Perhaps I'm just missing it. Maybe so. We braked a little bit too hard there. Or is it because I'm probably not playing with PZB? That may be the case. It's probably more likely the case, actually, to be fair. So, as we come into Stockheim, we can see a couple of 628s parked up. Expect that one will be departing very shortly. Got another 8-car unit there, and a 365 in the just in the in front of us there as well. There we go, and we'll unlock the doors for the very last time here. And we've got to hang around now. Well, in that case, we'll go for a little wander, I think. Let's open the door. Hang around for 2 minutes. Why are you making us hang around? Let's go for a little wander, see what we can see. We'll run in front of this other train. Hopefully it doesn't run us down. See the 628 there. Let's head down to this 365 at the very end of the station. I wish I didn't have a wait for 2 minutes. There we go, I'll zoom in. You can see the 365 there. So we've seen 2 along the way. It's very nice. We'll jump back over this way. Yes, we're running across the tracks. I know, I know. We'll show you the interior while we've got the opportunity. Nice orangey brown colour with some stains on it. Nice. This is very much, I guess, second class. And then we'll show you the first class here. Very nice blue interior. Lovely. And then we're at the other end, which we'll jump off. And head back down to the front here. You can see the attention to detail is fantastic. I love it. I'm a big fan of this route, if you couldn't already tell. So hopefully that allows us to lock the doors, and we'll bring this run to a close. It's got to be a gold medal, surely has, hasn't it? Oh, stop at location. Where do you want me to go now? No, I didn't think you'd want me to be doing that. I will do as it tells me. I thought thought that was it for us, but we've got more. It's taking us all the way up here. Okay, we will do as we are told. Where are we going? I did not expect this. What's this going to make us do now, I wonder? Is it going to make us go back on ourselves, I wonder? I don't know. Making us stop at probably this marker here. Oh, we've gone way too past it. Never mind. And that finally concludes us. Surely got to be gold in it. Yeah, of course it is. If you've enjoyed this one, why don't you hit that like button and also subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.